Hey guys, uh, doing a little run out to California, and stopped at this Lowe's. Low driver car stopped here, and I said it before that the more and more I deal with rednecks and people out in the Appalachians is that I realize how little I have in common with them, and not I'm not saying like I'm a black supremacist. I hate white people. No, I was thinking about this when I got ready to go. When I come out tonight, ready to come out tonight. There's redneck culture, and then there's everybody else. Not black culture, not Indian culture. Yeah, redneck culture. And it's a culture that is just so regressive, so arrogant, so ridiculous in its ignorance that I'm not going to spend too much time even talking about this, but it's something I need to talk about for quite a while. I said these people they can't keep up. They recognize certain things are the end of them. Robot trucks and such, it's the end of them. There'll be no more need for white trash truckers that know how to put on chains and all this technical stuff that nobody uses anymore. And in the next 10, 20 years, people won't need it all. It's like talking about driving spring-assisted trucks and trucks with no power steering. We don't talk about it because that doesn't exist anymore. We're talking about a blacksmith and horseshoes. Nobody uses those things anymore. I just realized these people have nothing in common with the rest of the world. They hate everybody else, and I accept it. I realize I don't even want to be accepted by them. These firefighters were talking. I guess one of them was talking about. I guess he just got the job, and the older dude was like, oh, you're gonna be buff here in a little while. I respect firefighters. In fact, I go on Fire One, EMS One, and Police One every day to look at the news because I'm a person that believes in the edge of news because there's no investigative journalism in America anymore. It doesn't exist. So I look at that. I look at InfoWars because they're the very edge of news. A lot of what they say is InfoWars is bullshit, but I like to see as the world turns with Trump and his scandals, do these rednecks still believe in these lies? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Do you still believe these things? Now, this guy was talking about how his job, they cut his hours or something. And I'm a socialist. Straight up. I didn't wipe my hands. My hands are still wet. I walked out of there. I believe rednecks would rather die poor, die sick, and leave their kids nothing than have a good pay, good wage. I believe rednecks would go back to DDT, would go back to using asbestos if they could. I now believe that federal laws on it, and with Trump, that may happen. I'm not going to bet Trump won't try some shit like that. And these rednecks are so goddamn stupid. They're either stupid or they don't care that they would totally be like, yeah, who cares? Like, if climate change is real, they're like, yeah, let's just all die. I believe this is how rednecks think. 110%. I believe that's how they think. I make no bones about it. So I don't sit here and waste too much time talking with them about anything more than basic blanket stuff, because you're dealing with people who are so regressive. They are so much like cavemen that you're not going to rationalize with them in any legitimate manner. Like, they talk about Trump owning the libs, but yet he's sending the military to these places to pump up his failing hotels and resorts. But yet this man is blackmailing, he's extorting foreign leaders to get blackmail information on Joe Biden. But yet this man's taking money from FEMA while we're having increasingly worse and worse storms for his wall. I don't get it. I don't see what part of this is not an outrage, much less him causing dangers to public life and public safety. I don't get it. I've never met a conservative like that in my life. Never met a conservative like that that was so willing to do things that are so bad, are so destructive to an organized life, organized society. I've never seen stuff like this. And maybe we never will again. Who knows? I just realized I'm living in a white supremacist society. I'm living in a time where white supremacy is breaking all the rules. Like Nancy Pelosi said earlier, that they're now trying to cover up the cover-up. This is what I'm saying to you. This is white supremacy breaking all of their rules. All the rules that granddaddies made, they're throwing that shit out the window. Breaking the Constitution, physical conservatism. They don't care about that no more. We never cared about it. That was just something to beat Obama over the head with. When Rush Limbaugh came out and said that I guess someone was asking about physical conservatism, he said, no one believes that anymore. That was my wake-up call that you're dealing with devils. You're dealing with people who just straight up, they're devils. They really are doing things just to hurt blacks, liberals, progressives. They really think like this. And I never thought this before. They really think like this. So no, I wouldn't talk to that firefighter about anything. I believe in East Towns, and that's why I feel bad for them almost in a certain kind of way, that the businesses, jobs are not coming back. They're not. The businesses are not coming back. And these guys, I don't feel bad for them. Peace out.